So after you have roasted your peppers, they're sweat, you take the skin off, you wash them, devein them, which as I said is on the previous video of rajas con crema. Now you have your chiles ready, okay? So what you wanna do is you wanna stuff them with whatever you want. You can do, as I said, ground beef. You can do cheese, whatever you like, but I mean, I personally like them with cheese. It is really a gamble with Poblano peppers, a gamble as to how spicy they're gonna be. You wanna clean them as much as you can, but you never really know how spicy they're gonna be. So what you do is you have your Poblano pepper, you have an incision in the middle, and you're just gonna pretty much just stuff it with cheese. Okay, you're gonna stuff it with cheese, like that, not too much, and you're gonna close it with a toothpick. Well, needless to say, just make sure that you tell everybody that all chiles have a toothpick inside for when you eat them. Make sure you take them out, okay? So you close them like this, that's all. So you're gonna do this with all the chiles. You're gonna stuff them with cheese or whatever you decide that you're gonna have. Whoops, I see a couple of seeds here, and seeds and the veins of the chiles are actually what makes chiles very spicy. Okay, so I don't like a lot of spicy, so then we're gonna put cheese inside, stuff them like that. Okay, we are gonna close it and close it like this with a toothpick, you see, like that and like that, and there you go. Okay, so you're gonna do that with all the chiles. Okay, so now that the chiles are ready, they're stuffed with cheese. As again, you can do it with cheese, you can do it with ground beef. Now they're closed with a toothpick and they're ready. Now we're gonna make the tomato sauce, the tomato-based sauce, and the batter. Again, this is not a hard dish, it's just a little laborious. I always say that chiles rellenos, they really are an act of love, but believe me, once you make them and your family tries them, it's gonna be one of their favorite dishes, I guarantee. It is my relatives, one of my relatives' favorite dish. So, ready. So what we're gonna do with the tomato sauce, and I'm gonna show you here, you have your blender, and I have 4 tomatoes, half an onion, a little bit of water, and again, my chicken bouillon that, as I said, I just use it for almost everything. I just put a little bit on, okay? And we're gonna close the blender and we're just gonna liquefy these to have it ready for when the chiles have the batter and fried, okay? So we're gonna do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it completely right now because it's very noisy, but you have it like super liquid, so you have it ready. Next step, we're gonna do the batter. How we're gonna do the batter is eggs. You're gonna need 2 bowls. One for the whites and one for the yolks. So you're gonna just open your eggs very gently. And I'm sure this is something that kids would love to do, okay? And you just very gently separate both, okay? So you're gonna separate one from the other. And we're gonna start with 4 eggs, okay? Make sure that they don't mix together. Yolks in one, whites in another, okay? We're gonna do that for 4 eggs. It should be plenty. Okay, that's 2, 3, and we're gonna do 4. Okay, perfect. Okay, now that we have them like that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to just mix them up. Make sure that they are very fluffy individually, and once they are fluffy, we're gonna start mixing them up together, okay? So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna show you how they look like before I mix them up. Okay, so now that you are preparing the batter, you have the whites and the yolks, okay? So the whites, they should be like a very foamy consistency. That what tells you that it's perfect and great and you're ready. And then the yolk is a little bit foamy, okay? So what you're gonna do is very slowly, you're going to incorporate the yolks, okay? And you're gonna just do like this, very, very gently. Just mixing it up like that, a little bit at a time, okay? There you go. A little bit. As I said, I don't want to do it too hard, just enough that it gets mixed up, okay? There we go. You see how the yolks have this very creamy consistency? That's perfect. Mix a little bit more. Still very, look like little clouds. That's perfect, exactly where we need them. Okay, and this is the end of it. Okay, that's it. So now that it's almost ready, almost ready, we are ready to put our chiles on the pan. Now, what you have to do is just put enough oil on the pan in medium high for half of the chiles to be covered with the oil, okay? And we're gonna have, and make sure that you have on the side, just a little plate with flour, because what we wanna do is we're gonna put the chiles a little bit on the flour, okay, to have them ready. Make sure they're fully covered because we want the batter to stick to the chiles, okay? So they should look something like this. And I'm gonna show you how do we put the batter in the pan. Okay, so now you have your chiles that I put them a little bit of flour, okay? And you have your batter. Now what you're gonna do, and the easiest, really, I think the easiest way to do it is I use a spatula and I just put batter on the on the pan like that, okay? I put the chile on top of the batter, right? And then I put some more batter on top of the chile, okay? And now what you're gonna do is just very gently cover it like that, because you want the chile to be fully covered with the batter. Hopefully you're able to see, okay? So you're gonna let it fry for a little bit, okay? You don't want it like super toasted, but I don't know if you're able to see here in the bottom that it's starting to be like a little golden. That means that it's ready to be turned around, okay? Just very, very carefully turn it around, because this is very hot oil. Okay, this is perfect. So be careful, okay? So if there's some parts that need to be cooked a little bit more, so you can always just put your chile down like that. so it fully cooks on all sides. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it one more time. Like that. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, ready? And look at this. Perfect. We're gonna put that one aside, and then you're gonna do the next one, okay? So you're gonna do that with all the chiles. Once they are like this one over here, then we're gonna put the tomato sauce and you're done. So I'm gonna keep doing the other ones, and before I do that tomato sauce, I'll film again, okay? Remember, patience is not hard. You just have to take your time. Chiles rellenos are an act of love. So, okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so chiles are covered with the batter. Now you have your tomato-based sauce. There are many ways that you can do this, okay? Depending if you like a lot of sauce. If you like saucy dishes, then what I would recommend is that you cook the tomato base that we did on the blender earlier, okay? Just cook it until it has a deeper red color. And then you put your chiles inside the dish and just cook them a little bit on that. Now, if you don't like very saucy dishes, what I recommend also is that you just grab your chiles, you put them on your plate, and then you put a little bit of this sauce on top, okay? And that way you can add more sauce if you want to on the side or on top. Chiles rellenos, they are great with rice. If you don't know how to make rice, I have another video where I teach how to make rice with the Instant Pot. And seriously guys, it is perfect every time. So if you haven't seen that video, see it, because it is absolutely amazing how great rice turns out every time. So that's it. I know this is, I think, for now the most laborious dish, but a little bit of patience, and believe me, once you have that first bite of chiles rellenos, you're gonna know that your time was worth it. Okay, so enjoy and buen provecho.